Hi, welcome to Detailing World. My name is Matt and today we're going to look at a couple of handheld torches from ScanGrip. So yeah, first of all, I'd just like to say that this is in no way a sponsored video. The guys at ScanGrip, they have sent us these couple of torches. We've got the Matchpen and we've got the Sunmatch 2. So yeah, they've sent us these just to do this video, maybe another one after and just review them. This is in no way a sponsored video, it's not paid for, they've not told us what to say, so everything in this video is basically my opinion. And we're going to be doing another video later on of them in action, you know, used when detailing. So once that one's done, that'll be, I think John's going to do that video and that'll be all his opinion as well. So yeah, so first we'll start off with this one. This is the Matchpen. I'll just read a few of the specs off the box for you. So this is a 100 lumens pen, or 3 to 4,000 lux depending on the viewing angle you have on it. It's got a colour temperature of 4,000 Kelvin, which is basically the same colour as the sun, so it's as close to natural daylight colour as you can get. It has a CRI of 95, so that's the colour rendering index, that's how accurate the colours are. It's got an impact resistance of 1 metre. It has a viewing angle of 10 degrees up to 70 degrees. There's a little slider on that, I'll show you that in a moment. It has a battery life of 2 hours and it takes a couple of AAA batteries. It has an IP rating of 54, which means it's dust proof and it's also splash proof as well. Operating temperature -10 to 40 degrees Celsius. The measurements are 60mm diameter and 148mm in length, and it weighs just 56 grams. So we'll just take a quick look at this one now. So straight off in the box, this is essentially how it comes packaged to you. You know, nice little ScanGrip pen just there. Just as a comparison, standard biro. So there we go. That's the size of them. So yeah, this is something obviously designed as a pro detailer or for Bodyshop, just something to keep in your top pocket. Keep it in a glove box, keep it in your door pocket of your van, whatever. As I was saying, this is it's got a little slider here. That's the focusing. So as you turn that on, try not to blind you, you can focus that light point, and we'll show you that outside later on. But yeah, so you can have it quite a wide angle, or you can narrow it right down to a 10mm for a really sharp angle on that. So that is the first look of the Matchpen. I must say it feels quite sturdy, it comes rather well packaged, you know, and this retails for about £40. Now the other one they sent us is the Colour Match 2. This one is a bit more of a versatile detailing torch. It's got 2 colour options and it's also got adjustable brightness as well. And again, I'll just read a couple of specs straight off the box for this one. So this one is 650 or 1300 lux at half a metre. So that depends on the brightness you've got it. It's got colour temperatures of 4500 and 6500 Kelvin. So you've got the natural sun colour or a slightly cool tinted blue colour, which a lot of detailers have, you know, in the little sort of like spot lamps as inspection lights. It's got a colour rendering index of 96, so it's a bit more accurate than the Colour Match pen, which really the Match pen is more for obviously, you know, home visits and off-site work, something you can, like I say, you can just toss that in the glove box. It's got a 2600 milliamp lithium ion battery, it's rechargeable, 2-hour battery life and 4-hour charge. Again, operating temperature -10 to 40 degrees. IP rating of 65 on this one, so it's a much better dust protection. So that's the highest rating for dust proofing basically, and then it's also a bit more waterproof. This can withstand pressure blowing at it, so it's not going to be submerged in water. But you know, if you do, I suppose if you dropped it, you'd be fine. But yeah, you can be using this out in the rain if you need to. Dimensions of this are 60mm by 190 by 40mm, and this weighs 310 grams. So let's take a quick look at this one as well. So straight in the box, we've got the torch itself, instructions, That looks like I'm not sure that's a European or US, I think that's a European plug adapter. Got the charging base, so we'll obviously use this to charge the torch on. And then a USB power lead, so that's probably quite handy if you could probably leave that in a van as well if you had somewhere to mount the base. There is a couple of screws as well, so you want to hang it on your walls. They've supplied a few screws to mount that. If you can see there, I'll show you that later on again. There are a couple of hooks to mount that, and as I say, USB charging cable. Right, so this is the Sunmatch 2. Standard, we've got the 4500 temperature. You press the button, turns on, press it again, and it doubles the brightness. So you've got 50% brightness and 100% brightness. If you hold that for 3 seconds, it changes the temperature. So now we're at 6500, so this is a slightly more bluish colour. And again, press it a third time and it turns off. So half brightness, full brightness, off. Feels very durable, this one. It's got a little hook on that, so if you're using this in a body shop, so it's not just detailers, it's body shops, people who really need to make sure colours are matching. So if you're doing a respray, you're respraying a panel, you can hang this up behind you to the side of you, and you can light up the door and the wing at the same time if you're doing a smart repair on one panel. Also has a magnet on the bottom, which again, if you need to, you can hang that probably to some work lights. If you've got your yellow work lamps, something like that. And then it's got a little pivot as well. I think it pivots 180 degrees. So there we go. So it's got plenty of movement in that if you do need to mount that somewhere. So yeah, what we'll do now, we'll just take these outside and we'll have a quick look at these on the cars outside that we've got to show. So one thing I'll say just before I go out there, you've got two light colours on here basically. You've got 4500 Kelvin and 6500 Kelvin. You'll find one light may perform better than another light on different colour paintworks. So in general, lighter colour paints, so whites, silvers, and light shades of yellow and green, you're going to probably benefit more with the 4500. And then your darker colours, so your blacks, reds, dark blues, they're going to benefit more from the 6500. You'll probably show up more imperfections on that. Outside we've got a red car and I've got a silver panel we can look at. I've not got any dark cars, so we might be able to look at the alloys. But yeah, we'll take these outside now and have a quick look, see how these perform. Right, so here we go, we've got the colour match pen. So that's your 70-degree angle, and then that's narrowed right down to your 10-degree angle, and as you can see that's showing up swirl marks rather well. So yeah, quite impressed with that really. It's doing a good job for on-site or off-site rather swirl detection. And then if we just compare that to the Bobby Basic £5 torch, you can see it's very difficult to see any swirls. I'm holding it at the same distance, but yeah, part of it's the colour, but part of it is the quality of the LEDs inside as well. So I think that shows the match pen is much better. So next we'll move on to the Sunmatch 2. This is at the 4500 temperature and this is at 50% brightness. So you can see a few swirl marks, but if we put that up to 100%, it does show them up far better there, so it's giving you a really good idea of what you'd have to deal with on this car. And as I say, if we hold that for 3 seconds and get onto the cooler temperature, just give you an idea what it'll look like on a red paint. So it's neither a light colour nor a dark. So this is 6500 at 50% brightness. And then if we switch that up to 100% brightness again, just gives you a different idea of the swirls and whatnot you'd have to deal with on this car. So now what we'll do, we'll just take a look at a silver panel I've got inside, and we'll see how they compare on that. So now we're onto the silver panel that we've got inside here. Not that you can see much at the moment, but we'll start off with the Bobby Basic £5 special. You can see a few swirl marks in this one, but not much. So yeah, so now we'll move to the match pen, and this is at the 70-degree angle. Now you can see a few swirl marks appearing there, but if we just zoom that right down to a 10-degree angle, you should be able to see a lot more defects coming up. Now as I said, this light, it is ideal for just tossing in the glove box, keeping in your pocket, off-site inspection. So when a customer calls you up, this is an ideal option to have to hand. What we'll do now, we'll just check out the Sunmatch 2. So this is a Sunmatch 2 at 4500 Kelvin, and this is at 50% brightness, so hopefully we can see a few more swirl marks on there. But if we turn that up to 100% brightness, gives you that, you know, a bit more flexibility in terms of the brightness you can use. And also with it being, you know, 2 colours, it's like just having 2 or even 4 lights in one, and you can see plenty of swirls in that, you know, using the 4500 as I said on a lighter colour car. But we'll just have a look at the 65 as a comparison. And we'll get that down to 50% first. So that's 50% brightness on the 6500, and we'll just switch that up to 100% as so. So yeah, again, you're still seeing the swirls, and that is far better than the cheap version. I'll just try and get the cheap version out and see if I can do it side by side. So there's a cheap one. I think what it is, the light is far too spread as well. So you can't see the swirls, don't get me wrong. When you use that, it's just a much clearer light source. Right, so now I've taken a quick look at those outside. We're just going to the price of these. So the Matchpen, this retails for around about £40. Compared to something like this, which is the Bobby Basics £5 specials, I think this is much more worth it. You know, these, I've gone through 2 or 3 of these in just a couple of years. The LEDs go, the quality's not there, and you know, it's not adjustable. At least this one is colour accurate. You can adjust the focus on it. So yeah, I think that's well worth, you know, the £40, particularly for a professional. It's just part of the day-to-day equipment that you need and should keep in your car, really. This one, the Sunmatch 2, this retails for around about £150 at the moment on Amazon, plus delivery from some sellers. Again, I think this one, that is definitely worth the money. I've used a lot of other torches in the past, so the Brinkmann twin Xenons, again, I went through 2 of those and they both broke after just a few uses. And it's obviously it's a lot cheaper than the sun guns that a lot of the detailers used to use. I think they used to retail about 500. I think they may still be at that price point now. So £150 for this, again, for a body shop. It's a bit of a no-brainer, something that you can just leave on your work trolley and just have that to hand as and when you need it, just to make sure that the one panel is is matching the next panel to it for smart repairs. So yeah, well, I'll leave a link in the description below to both of these on Amazon. And as always, if you've enjoyed this video, then make sure you hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon for instant notifications. Also, give this a like, and don't forget to share it if you think anyone else would be interested in this video. So yeah, we'll see you on the next one.